Welcome to our show, Talking to the Stars.
Hey, thank you so much. My pleasure.
You smell good, by the way. What are you wearing?
Oh, I don't really know. I forgot the name. I think John knows better. But I know it's sweet and it's beautiful.
We'll
And,
ask John later. John has to hook us up. And your shoes, though. Can we get some shoe cam?
Oh, man. Choo.
Can we get some shoe
Choo,
cam?
choo, choo,
What are
choo,
you
choo,
wearing?
I forgot the name, but I know they're pretty expensive.
We need to ask John too?
No, but I just forgot the name.
I don't walk, I know be small. See my foot, up, down, around town. See my boots, my foot, them the worry, Nick Chang shoes. Like Banto man, I dey fight for my own.
Me, I define my way. My brother, find your way too. Life now turn by turn. Demain pour toi va sortir. Me, I define my way. My sister, find your way too. Life now turn by turn. Demain pour toi va sortir. So just follow me. How many girls I know? So many them I know wanna take control. How many girls you know? Just wanna see you grow. Say my name. How many girls I know? So many them I know wanna take control. How many girls you know? Just wanna see you grow. Oh yeah, Stanley Enow.
This is 5 years now after the release of your first hit single, Hair.
Yeah.
So what can you say?
I believe that I'm doing something that is right, that is beautiful. I mean, like 5 years down the road, I know there's other situations where artists, like they start, they come, and they go. But I've been with my whole team consistent, for the 5 years that I've been in the game, like professionally. So I believe that we're doing something by being established. I don't know, I think it's up to you to tell me, but I know that we're definitely heading somewhere.
But it's something you can also know. You can also know and feel it like, okay, I'm doing something, I'm established.
Oh, if
it goes
it's
both ways.
I mean, if being established is having girls, like screaming and taking off the bras in the show, then maybe I am. But
okay. I guess that's too much information.
But I believe that the best is yet to come, and God is going to help us going where
it only gets
we want
better.
to go. Yeah.
Okay. So, how did this happen? What inspired you? What made you think, or when did you realize this is what you want to do?
Cut the long story short, like I didn't really get into music. Music just chose me like that because I had a couple of brothers. I had my big brother was the social prefect in school, and like with the whole proliferation of break dance, I just started dancing to Mini, to Guinea Wine, to Michelia, to Usher. I need to go to hey, you know what I mean?
Talking about girls.
Oh man, before girls, I mean like the story first, so right. That was way back in Lycée Bilingue de Bafoussam, that is in the western region of Cameroon, and I just started rapping like that. I just fell in love with poetry, I used to listen to rap songs like Tupac and and the greats like Biggie and everything, EPMD, Naughty by Nature, and and I just started doing my thing, and I worked on the radios, and I went to Douala. I'm a graduate in business journalism.
Okay.
Then, I sometimes I really forget from where I come from because I'm just too busy heading to my destination.
It's been a long journey, and there's still a lot to happen, right?
I guess, yes.
Great. So, talking about girls.
I love girls.
Is
girls.
There,
girls, I do adore.
Okay. And since you are, if we can say being established is girls taking off their bras and all that, are you established in that area?
Oh no, I don't believe that makes you established. What makes you established is the impact that you can have on the young and up and coming generation, and even on the greats, because I get to meet all the people like, you inspire me a lot. Artists from Cameroon and out of Cameroon doing other genres than what we're doing. They're so happy and they're so proud of what we're doing. So that for me, it's a blessing so far. I believe that being established is not just because you have a lot of people just loving and liking you and screaming your name. I believe that is being able to raise money, being able to raise money, make money out of what you do, put it in my foundation, build schools back home, build roads, and make sure that the kids have proper education. That's my goal,
Nice. So are you single or are you in a relationship?
Now I'm very single right now because I just dropped a single, and the title is Casanova. And I'm so busy and focused on my album, no time to go to the movies and buy popcorn and everything. I know that y'all beautiful ladies would like a guy.
Yeah, that ladies, you still have a chance, though he's single.
You know,
very much single.
you ladies are gonna like always want a guy that can, you know, can just wake up and twerk sometimes. I'm busy, you know. Like,
but you know, when love hits you, you do all those things. You find time for those things, movies and popcorn. You will. You agree with me, right?
Yeah.
So
Shout out to the babies one time.
So, do you have any kids?
Yeah, I got a son, beautiful Warren, man.
Okay.
The guy's on vacation right now. He's a great guy, and you know, I just try to keep my family away from the media.
How old is he?
Oh, he's 4 now. He's 4 soon. Yeah.
That's nice. That's nice. So, how would you describe Cameroon music industry?
I believe is one of the greatest right now. I mean, next to Nigeria, it's one of the greatest right now. For example, I've got the chance to work with great heads and acts like Davido, Mr. Easy, Ice Prince, Two Face, you know, and a lot more coming. You know, so I believe that we are at that point where we are really getting to the boiling point. And yeah, like for example, we're in America now. We had a great show at the Fillmore in Silver Spring, like a hall, you know, that great hall, like a mythical hall of 2,500 people, and we sold out like 1,500. I mean, that's huge. People came from LA. I remember this beautiful lady coming from Florida, you know what I mean, from Jacksonville, coming to watch The Boy or The Boys, and I mean, like, this other little lady who came right from Columbus, Ohio. I mean, you see how our people we're such in need of something that is, you know, that is theirs, and especially the young bloods, you know. So shout out to Mr. Leo one time, shout out to Magasco one time, to Minx and everybody else, Master Yan. I mean, all y'all doing your thing out here. There's one country, there's one Cameroon, there's one music. Huh?
Since we're giving shout out to everybody who put this event together. Was it last Saturday? Made in Cameroon Festival, right? That was amazing. Shout out to everybody behind that event.
Were you there?
I wasn't, unfortunately.
Oh, no problem. I got you.
But I followed up everything. That's history
amazing.
being made. It was amazing.
I mean, I would say we had like an attendance of 10,000 people, because
it was
besides the physical people, the people on Snapchat.
Yeah, I followed up everything, and it was really, I mean, the people, we used to say Cameroonians don't support their own, but this time around, people came out in their numbers. Like, shout out to everybody who put that together.
Banana never, yeah. I don't care about your spaghetti, no banana never, yeah. Just get down, down, down. Just get down. I ain't got no competition in my messianic mission. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can ever forever the one that I will be the one on top in the game. I'm not lucky, but I'm blessed, giving these fake rappers headache anytime they hear my name. Baby, got them wanna die. What goes up comes down. Stanley Enow.
So, Stanley, what female artists do you really admire, career-wise?
Oh, there's a lot. There's a lot in the world. Like, you want to check out Africa, you know, because I want to go a little bit. I want to stay African a little bit, you know. Angelique Kidjo, that's a big time role model. You know what I mean? People who left Africa with nothing, when New York hustled, when Europe hustled, you know, and did a lot of beautiful things. And you know, she's definitely very powerful and fierce. You know what I mean? So give her props. You know, there's a lot. Lady Pons, you know what I mean, like being consistent for this number of years and everything. Coco Ajante doing her thing, Daphne doing her thing, Charlotte Deepanda doing her thing. There's just a lot, you know. In Nigeria, you have Tiwa Savage as well, Yemi Alade doing her thing, you know what I mean? There's just a lot of them. So, I mean, you know, I just, Nicki Minaj as well, you know, and she's been DMing me and everything. I see you, Nikki.
And you're just telling her, no, you're not ready.
No, I'm ready. I'll go to LA, I must chop on.
Let's narrow it down right quick. What male artists from Cameroon do you really admire?
Oh man, Mr. Leo dope. Magasco dope, Minx dope. Pete Bacardi dope, Crotal dope, Ex Malia dope. Stanley Enow dope.
I was about to say that though. You just took it right out of my mouth.
And Sergio Polo, I mean, there's just a lot. Toto Guillaume, man, like yo, PTP. Oh man, like this is a question that if I just want to keep naming,
You have a long
it's
list.
just a lot. I mean, like
Okay.
everybody, some way somehow, has inspired me. You know what I mean, to what I'm doing and to what I'm learning how to do. And one love to everybody, man. It's our time. Let's make it work.
So let's take a break. We'll be right back.
Oh. Leave me alone.
Such a game.
Oh. Well, a bit. Oh. Leave me alone.
Welcome back to the show. We're still here with Casanova himself, Stanley Enow.
Oh man,
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
I'm not Casanova. The song I'm trying to say, I'm not Casanova.
Oh, you're trying to say you're not Casanova.
No, that's what I'm saying.
All right.
Cause I'm not.
We'll try to let that sink.
Oh man.
This is gonna be hard. So tell me, let's talk about accolades.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
Oh man, what is Accolades?
Accolades. What you deserve. You've paid dues, right?
I'm
So
still
you-
paying. so
Yeah,
I'm
but
not-
and you definitely do have some accolades. Talking about your MTV award, the first
Oh,
Cameroonian
man.
to be given an MTV award.
I even forgot about that. Damn.
Okay, thank me. I just reminded
Oh,
you.
thank you so much. I'm just grinding and chasing them. I really forgot, But I mean, like, yeah, I'm so blessed having a couple of dope awards and rewards as well. From the MTVs to that Freemas to the
Okay.
oh man, I can't even name them. I mean, like Canal d'Or. You have to have Freemas, the one in Nigeria, the one in America.
Okay.
I mean, I just have a lot of those. But I mean, for me, it's just thanks to those who just come online and click and just follow my brand, follow what I do and everything. I just want to thank them all. I mean, to God be all glory. And I believe there's more to come, man, because it's been 5 years down the road I've been doing this thing now. And I'm so blessed that Casanova now is traveling. It's like a new me, and because I'm trying to grow my audience and everything. So, it's really beautiful. And I believe that the best is still to come
It's still yet
because,
to come. Exactly.
yeah, so.
Yeah, exactly. So, talking about the best still being yet to come, what are we
Let me
expecting
see,
from
wait,
you?
something. Okay, go.
so
Talking about
nice.
what?
Blushing. So, what should we expect from you? What should your fans expect from you? What are you coming back with?
I won't really say coming back. What am I coming with? Because I'm already here.
Exactly,
And,
pardon me.
And my album is coming out. Casanova now is like, by God's grace, thanks to God and the people out there, one of the most played songs out of Cameroon, gradually becoming one of the biggest songs to travel out of Cameroon as well. It's great. Then now, besides that, I just did a collaboration because our way of work, we also want to hold hands, because there's a lot of young artists that have a lot of potentials and talent that we want to support out
Exactly.
there, either by signing them or either by giving them dope collabos and putting my heart in it. Because, for example, today as we speak, as we're recording this show, I believe you're gonna play it on the show. There's this song with this very dope guy, a Fontem guy. His name is Awu, a very dope artist from Cameroon. I just met him at the workshop, and I just like his vibe. He has a great song called Sidomin. I'm like, song is too great, but it's not out there like that. Let's see if I could come with you, and give you some more power or unspoil it, either spoil it or put power,
I'm like, oh my God, baby, this is my song. I'ma make sure say my baby hears this. She's like, oh my God, I love this. King Kong touch my body and bless me. Next morning, she's like, baby, bless him. Ma don't patronize me, nope. I already wrote a verse and it's so dope. Just let me do my job right now, introducing the new superstar I would tell.
I go play casino, I go chop casino, I go teach people lesson, girl, because of your love. I go fight personal, I go win personal, girl. If I carry you run for my Lambo, not because of your love, my Sido,
So that's me trying to share as well And talking about sharing as well, there's this other single off my future album that's gonna come out. The title is My Way, featuring Tizi Panchako and Loco. It's it's a very dope inspirational song, and it's also very sick, dope Afrobeats produced by my in-house producer, Soft Touch, Adrian Lobe. One love.
Demain pour toi va sortir. Me I define my way. My sister find your way too. Life not on my tongue. Demain pour toi va sortir. So just follow me, yo. So just follow me, yo. Moi là tu me wonder. Nous on sort au shop, on fait que fala. Toi tu sais quoi tu fais que hala. You the hala, then you the hala.
So there's just a lot. My album is coming out. Daphne's on the album. Nebila's on the album.
Okay.
Legendary Petit Pays on the album.
Right.
Fali Ipupa on the album. I might get Nikki on the album as well. So that's why we're going to LA.
Amen
and
to that.
trying to make it work.
Yes. Amen to that. So you mentioned earlier you having a foundation.
Yeah.
Can you tell us more about
The
that?
Stanley Enow Foundation, we just created it because we found out that like when I just dropped Hemp There, for example, I fast became a role model, you know what I mean? So getting invited in like very high places like the presidency, like, a lot of these great places. I mean, coming to participating at the Congressional Black Caucus, in Washington, D.C., meeting President Obama, things like that.
Okay.
I mean, it was really, really great. So I decided to just really not just willing to keep hearing that, Stanley, you're becoming a role model. But I'm like, okay, what do I do for these people? I'm like, okay, I remember when I was still living in this building, there's this lady that a lady gave birth and gave her son's name my name. You know what I mean? Not once, not twice. Another person did that and everything. I'm like, okay, if people identify to me, then let me just see how I can touch people that are vulnerable, that don't have a lot. So we created the Stanley Enow Foundation to make sure that we accompany these kids who are less privileged, in their education, the special education. I wanted to deal with street kids, but there's just a lot of associations behind that. But for me, education is key. Knowledge is power. Once you know, you have power. You know what I mean? So that's why I exhort and beg and plead all youths watching me right now, you guys should read. If you can't go to school, go to Wikipedia, go to Google, read, because knowledge is power. Le savoir est une arme. So Stanley Enow Foundation is to make sure that education works proper, for the youth back home, Cameroon, and Africa at large.
More Stanley Enow coming up. We'll take a break and we'll be right back.
Boss, calabasiga, belle boss. Tumbu, boss, calabasiga, belle boss. Tumbu, boss, calabasiga, belle boss. Tumbu, boss, calabasiga, belle boss.
I be lying, nigga. I bone boy. Hey, China, baby. Ever good bad boy. I'm good, Casona. I learned up, boy. Stanley Enow. Hey, thanks, Timo, my young boy. Hey, I know, nigga, yes, boy. I don't walk, I know be small, boy.
So can you tell us about the Grammy experience? You were invited to the Grammys.
Oh, man. Oh, my word. Man, that was, like Denzel Washington said, my man. Like, yeah, man. I mean, it was so great, like, being in the middle of all these brothers, my star brothers, you know what I mean? Like, Saint Fat Joe, Remy Ma, being with Skrillex and everything, like, just being on that red carpet and seeing the show, watching Beyonce. I mean, it was really great. So I just took that whole experience back home to keep on, building my craft. I know that very soon we're gonna get there. We were in LA, at the Staples Center. I know that one day, me, Mr. Leo, Magasco, and all my brothers, we're gonna fill up venues like that. Because this is high time. It's time for African music, and the Grammys is really an experience not to forget. And I might be performing at the Grammy Museum this year. So
awesome! You heard that breaking news, everybody.
So the whole team is working on it. So
awesome.
we have no limits. just have to keep going and eating our arrow softly, softly.
But you didn't bring the bushmeat, so
No.
next time when you come for the Grammys, you have to bring the bushmeat. I was watching, one of your interviews, and you said that you started in Form 2, rapping and dancing and everything. But so many people in Cameroon at that time used to perform in Form 2, but very few of them got to your level. So what do you think was the difference?
It's God.
Okay.
God's plan. God's plan.
Okay.
I
And
don't know,
and
yeah.
then what do you have? Because some of just reading some of the criticism that people say is that like the young artists, they don't like do Cameroonian genres, like they're trying to be, like rap is not really a Cameroonian, genre that we actually do. So what do you have to say to like the older folks that, like their Makosa, like their, and here you come, you're doing rap and more.
Oh,
some of your songs.
Afrobeats.
Yeah,
I mean, to the older
Afrobeat.
folks, I just have to tell them that I love them. I love y'all, man. I mean, it's thanks to you that we exist. So, our fathers and everything. But I mean, with the power of media right now, my mom, who grew up maybe during the era of a Cameroonian, of Papa Bendeka. Right now, she's telling me, do a song with Mr. Leo. She's telling me, do it. So I mean, I'm surprised, because the thing has gotten to a level where I believe that is also your power, because if it wasn't for you, like the older generation, your power, we wouldn't really get there, because at the end of the day, back home, a dad has to give the child money to come pay for our concerts. So I believe that we're not more at that level where there is a disconnect, because at the end of the day, it's one flag. And if urban music is doing a lot more things at this era, the internet era, I believe that it's great. So I believe that it's high time that the old and the younger generation should come more together, because my music might not be very interesting, or it might not be very sweet to any nostalgic person with 70, but the kids, have tattoos of us on their bodies or have pictures of us. So, we still make their kids happy, and every parent wants to see their kids happy. So, I think we deserve some accolades.
Get me out of here, I know you, I know you, hey. Get me out of here, I know you, I know you, hey. Get me out of here, I know you, I know you, hey. Oh, yeah. She got me, girl got a go like been a long time que je connais les belles go. Yeah, love you.
Welcome back to our show. So Stanley, you didn't mention where your foundation is located.
Oh, the foundation as the label is located in Douala, but we are very open, you know what I mean? So we are very open to collaborate with a lot of people, out there. So if you just wanna, for those who follow my activities on social media, be it on Twitter, on Snapchat, on Instagram, I guess you're gonna see it on the screen, below the screen. You can always follow our activities and everything. So we are based in Douala, Cameroon, but we are worldwide. We also have offices in Dallas, in Irving, so so we have our US head called Dikaluchi, who's in charge of a lot of things for us, overseas, and we just working pretty much good.
Okay, so do you have any message for those who want to be you? Let me not say be you. Let me say those who want to
grow.
Yes,
Just want to grow.
Exactly.
If I'm talking to a young Stanley, a young John, a young Don, trying to be, trying to watch your mom, trying to follow my footsteps, I'll just be like, yo, be prayerful. I'm from Africa, where we grew up in a very religious and a very beautiful and very modest setting. So you just have to work hard. You guys are very blessed now, this new generation. We are blessed because we have the internet, so we can learn. We can learn from Beyonce dancing. We can learn from Kanye West. We can learn from mistakes and good deeds and everything. So there is no room for failure right now, because our forefathers didn't have references. But you all have references. If I'm your reference, go check me out. Check my stagecraft. Check what I do. Make it better. But go to school first. If you can go to school, knowledge is power. And just be very peaceful. Be perseverant as well, because nothing good is never gonna come easy. People are gonna piece you up. People are gonna tell you amount to nothing and everything. But just keep it tight. And so just the same thing for you. Tomorrow you're gonna be like the next Oprah. But this is your first.
Hey.
So you always start from somewhere. And
Yeah,
I'm blessed being here. You will love me, I love you. You don't love me, I love you too.
True. Thank you very, very much for coming on the show, Stanley.
Thank you,
I
baby.
appreciate you made this very easy.
Yo, Slim.